It's gonna be lit. It's gonna be a party. Okay, we have this bottle of wine we got a while ago. I haven't had alcohol in a while. Trust and believe. When Kingdom Hearts 3 drops, the bottles are popping. It's going off. It's gonna go crazy. Yeah. It's gonna be a wild time. And I'm planning to play a lot. I'm gonna get in trouble with my man. He's gonna be pissed. He's gonna have a bad attitude, but maybe that'll be kind of a fun dynamic because it'll be sort of what's a comparable team? You have the jubilant, happy one. You got the one. This is just think like a classic. Okay, think like a classic webcomic. Think of like Penny Arcade, the classic formula. You have the kind of silly, dopey gamer who's passionate, impulsive, and then you have the Tycho, the smart guy who writes really long blog posts with music lyrics at the end in italics. And he uses big words and he reads like a million Star Wars novels and he thinks that's what smart people do for some reason. That's basically the dynamic that it's going to be when Kingdom Hearts 3 comes out. I'm going to be the Gabe sort of personality. Oh, it's gone down a goof. He's going to be like, oh, this isn't very smart. I should be reading Star Wars Extended Universe novels. And it's going to be great. And there's going to be, do you guys remember in those comics, they would always, I remember one thing that I would see in every webcomic from the OOs. This is relevant because we're revisiting the OOs today. A common theme that I saw was a punchline in the comics would be "I hate you." I had friends in middle school who liked the webcomic. They liked the webcomic called 8-Bit Theater, and it was about Final Fantasy sprites that would go on a quest. And there was the Black Mage character was the same as the Tycho archetype. He was the cynical, dark one, and one common punchline at the end of these OO's comics. The dumb guy would be really dumb. Knock on the door. You won't get the gold if you don't deliver. And they go, "I hate you." And that's the end of the comic or whatever. That was so good. Great stuff. And it's weird because the premise of these comics is that nice, there's the house.
We've got a letter.
The premise is already that a guy is making up these characters, right? Some nerdy guy is making up his smart one that's meant to be himself, and then a dummy. Ah, I see. Okay. It was a different time, the OOs, and that was the context.
Get the money. And don't you touch anything.
Oh, ew, I don't want to scratch my bottom.
Monty told us not to give it to the mother, but she'll pay us if we just wait.
These raunchy Euros, man, they put all this gross, hacky stuff in their games. You guys remember Perfect Dark? You guys remember the game Perfect Dark for N64? Also made by British guys. And there was this weird thing where you walk around the overworld. It was cool that game had an overworld. Props to the Brits for that. The Brits gave overworlds to racing games and Diddy Kong Racing. They gave an overworld to FPS and Perfect Dark. Good job there, Brits. But why do they have to put their weird pervert stuff? You guys remember you walk around the overworld in Perfect Dark and these guys are all like reaching in their pants and like fondling themselves as you just walk around and they go like, ugh, and like reaching in their pants. It's really weird. And I was so confused. I was a little kid. I was like, what are those guys doing? Like, what the hell is happening in those guys' pants? Why are they like... I had no idea. I was a little kid. And I was just so weirded out. I mean, I guess it was an M-rated game, so I shouldn't have been playing Perfect Dark because I was like a tween. Or even younger than that. But, even then, it's like every it wasn't like once in a while like an Easter egg. It was just part of their idle animation. Like they just kind of stand there and you walk around. I think it's because your character is supposed to be hot and she's giving them a boner. But I didn't understand any of that when I was a little kid. So your character is walking around and these guys are just like, ooh, and like reaching down at their dicks. It's just really weird. I don't know. And I'm accusing There's cool people in the UK, but you guys have to explain to me what is the deal with that. Like, apologize for that.
Maybe they can run away together.
Because I was a little kid, I shouldn't have seen that stuff. It's weird, and it's like adults don't even do that. It's just adults don't even do that.
Put these things somewhere.
Hello, we've come to buy the music box.
So, Kingdom Hearts, bottom line, look at this stream on Kingdom Hearts Day. It's going to be exactly like, it's going to take you back to the Penny Arcade glory days. There's going to be me, I'm going to be chipper and a little stupid. And there's going to be, my man's is going to be the Tycho, who's really smart, and he's going to be like, oh, this is so dumb. I'm going to kill you, and stabs me and his blood goes everywhere. That was the common archetype. A lot of violent content. Hyper violent stuff in the OO's internet zeitgeist.